I'm tired of sitting at 9 executive directors, being able to get to presidential. So I've really gotten back into more of, instead of working with my team in depth, I'm working linear and with my frontline. So I've been doing like a lot of messages, a lot of meetups, talking to a lot of people. I have people that the other night I was on this call with this girl, or I mean, this message at like 10:30 at night. Where's she at? And you may even know her, Desiree. She's from Glendora. Oh, you know her. Where you at, Stacy? Stacy's on here. Paqueen. You know Paqueen, right? Amber. Paqueen. Oh, yeah, her last name's Paqueen. She got married, right? Yeah, I forgot. So anyways, I was on a call with this girl. She thinks because I talk to everybody that she knows, she can't be a coach, right? And I said that's kind of BS, because we can network this thing and really grow it outside of our Facebook. I literally messaged, I don't even know, and I've still been doing it, and not even having a concept if they're going to respond. They don't respond. Literally followed up with this girl. She's like, oh my God. She's kind of like high end, I guess, because her last message said, I said, she's going for the Maxim magazine. And I said, hey, I hope you win. Let me know when you have some time to chat. And it says, Leanna left Facebook. I'm like, okay. So then I literally followed up. When was that? October 16th, Tuesday night at 9:30 night. Hey, friend, wanted to see if you're ready to get started. She's like, yes, shit, I forgot. I need to do this. Can you call and talk to my assistant and get me started? It's been insane busy. Here's my number. Then she texted me, right? And then she's following up with me now. Awesome. Call or text when you can, please. Then today, did you get it? I said, yes, I'm on a bunch of calls. So, guys, you get into massive action with these messages. I mean, there's other messages on here. I just want to share real quick. Here, I'll just even share my screen. Where's it at? Safari unknown. That's interesting. Well, let's try that. See if that works. Allow Zoom to share your screen. Open systems preference. Okay, that's weird. It's not letting me share my screen. Let's try this one more time. Okay, maybe not. Anyways, so the point is, though, is if we get into massive action, I talked about last week, I messaged like 17 people, right? And then I also did these posts. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. And I'm going to go kind of a little bit fast because I have a lot of stuff I want to cover. But guys, I did this in a Facebook Live yesterday. I don't know if you saw it or not. I'm going to kind of pick on some coaches. I can't even pick on coaches because I can't even share my screen. What is going on here? iPad via AirMail. What is all this stuff? This is crazy. Anyways, the point is I keep telling coaches, and I'm going to use the word telling, not suggesting, because this is crucial. Please stop replying to comments. Comment in the comments. It allows people to see what's going on, because you'll have a coach get in there and there's 6 replies, and guess what it is? It's a comment, 6 replies, and you have to click the 6 replies to open up. Nobody's going to do that. And they're not going to see if you're engaging with somebody, if you're asking questions, if you're talking about a program, they're not going to see it. The second thing it doesn't do is it doesn't tag the person to allow their friends to see the post, because you're public. And it also doesn't put your story or your post back up at the top of the news feed. So these are things, there's crucial reasons to that little crucial step. Building energy on a post, if you're not commenting down below, go to the comment, not to the reply, and commenting and tagging that person, it doesn't push it to the top of the post and their friends don't see it. And then you stop getting people that say, me. So I don't know, literally yesterday at about 9:30 at night, whenever I did that post, I saw literally 8 coaches that are doing reply to comments. So I felt like I needed to jump in to 0 to 5. It was a short video, but I basically said how to end the month strong. What are we doing? And then please don't reply to a comment. It doesn't benefit you. You might as well not even do the post. I'm gonna just be really honest with you guys, because you lose energy behind these posts. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about, or maybe one of the 3. The second thing is too is when we're at the end of the month, this is a massive amount of time to create urgency and energy. So we can literally start to get people into action with love you guys, but I'm gonna mute all. Yeah, and then you guys can unmute yourselves when you feel like you want to talk, but it just was distracting. Sorry. So, but the second thing is though is end of the month. This is a crucial time. If you guys want to start doing referrals, $25 cash on account, scholarships, things of that nature, totally fine. Work with your mentors though, if that makes sense for you financially. If you're like just getting to senior coach, I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's not really financially a good spot to be in. But there is different things to do. Ask for referrals, follow-ups, really partner with your clients towards the end of the month. Let them know, say, hey, I got 3 spots open and I would love to bring on 3 new clients by the end of the month. I'm really excited to partner with these people and kind of share how amazing you feel, right? We want them to feel too. Do you know anybody? And ask for referrals. They'll help you as long as we're engaging with them and we're not treating them as like a text message client and just checking in with them as a text message thread. Then they're going to start to support you and help you, and it becomes proactive, right? So, anybody have anything exciting going on for the end of this month? Has anybody hit their goal or excited about their goal? Or does anybody have? It's the 30th. We have pretty much the rest of this evening. Like I said, I was up till 10:45 the other night messaging this girl, Stacy knows her, who didn't think she could be a coach. Now, when she gets back from Glamis next week, she wants to talk about coaching. So that's the thing is it's really a matter of, and I've been talking to her since I think I started, to be honest with you, Stacy. She's like one of the first people I talked to. But the point is though, is you guys can literally dive in from right now till 10 o'clock at night if you want to, if you need to bring on 1 or 2 more clients, 3 or 4 more clients. Knowing where you're at as far as your rank, if you're sitting at associate director and you only need 1 more order to hit director, that's another 2% of pay. So I don't think if you guys realize your bonus check goes up by 2% all the way across the board. So those 5 or 6 clients or those 7 or 8 clients goes up by 2%. That could be $200 or $300 you're missing out on. That's a big jump for just 1 client. So be aware of your numbers and where you're sitting. Another thing too is if you guys aren't certified, I know there's a lot of people that are starting to get certified towards the end of the month. That's 3% right away. So if you're nervous about the $200 cost, just with 5 clients, that pays you back $120 almost right away. So you're losing money at that point. If you have 5 clients, you're losing money. You're losing 3% of your food orders on the 15th of the month bonus check. And then you have a 2,000, 4,000, and 6,000 frontline volume. That's a $250, $500, or $1,000 bonus every 90 days. So for a $200 check or a $200 investment, again, it comes back tenfold. So just make sure we're aware of those. Make sure our teams are aware of those, and try to get those done. Now here's the catch. If you're in action to get that one last client, don't spend the whole night trying to do the certification. Another thing too is I'll share with you guys on here is within the next 12 months. Actually, in the next 90 days, everybody who's been certified before, we have to get recertified. So, yeah, we have to get recertified because they come out with the new books. So we have to be certified in those books. So that's going to start to go active by January. People who have gotten certified in the last 12 months, they're going to allow them not have to pay, and they're going to allow to get certified again. Now, that being said, Mitch, Mary, Robert, don't wait 90 days to then get certified because you're missing out on 3% plus whoever else knows in the next 90 days. That would not make sense to do that, right? So just remember that stuff. Does anybody have any questions they're kind of going through or struggles so far? And sorry, I'm just kind of preaching you guys. I just had an amazing dinner and I'm kind of a little energetic. Actually, I'm on day 3, so I might even be in fat burn. I'm not going to lie. So does anybody have any questions? Oh, hi, Don. It's late over there. You're up too. Good for you.
I had a question.
Yeah.
The training that we had on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
you talked about the hashtag the next 10 campaign. you remember that? Or I don't know
No.
if you were there. Oh, okay. So, but they were talking about right now, it's a good idea to do what they call a next 10 campaign, which is lose the next 10 pounds, right, before the end of the year. And so just to generate some interest, and to use yourself as a guinea pig, right? Like, so if you want to lose, like, I know for me, I wanted to lose another 10 pounds. So it's like, perfect, you know? So what we would do is just Facebook Live the whole thing, and not, the whole thing, but, like scales and recipes, and just kind of like show people your progress. Cause I mean, shoot, we'll get to 10 pounds in what, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, if not, on fat burn, right?
This is being recorded, so results not typical.
Yes, exactly. Results not typical,
Yeah.
but the capacity for people to actually lose 10 to 15 pounds by New Year's Eve is
Oh, it's well doable.
very doable.
Yeah,
So,
25 probably for boys. For guys, 25 to 30 almost by. Yeah.
but it's very possible. So I've been kind of reaching out to people that I've talked to already about, like, hey, the end of the decade's coming up, and but if you know anybody that wants to lose an extra 10, 15 pounds, it's very doable, kind of thing. So anyway, so I'm going to try this next campaign, next 10 campaign, for the month of November. So I don't know.
Perfect. No, that's great. I actually posted, I think that post is going around. I don't know if you guys have seen that, where if you want to lose 10 to 15 pounds by Thanksgiving, and then 40 pounds by the New Year or by Christmas, maybe, there's those posts going around too, that you can really generate energy. In fact, I have 4 calls. I did 2 yesterday. I missed one today because today's been nuts with just other messages that I've been trying to follow up with. I got people reaching out. But I literally messaged another 20 people again, guys, and I'll put this in the thing so you guys can copy it. Like, and here's the honest truth. Like, this girl, literally, she goes, I said, hey, friend, wanted to see if you know anybody that wants to better their health and or interested in an amazing business opportunity. So she said, not currently. I said, thanks so much. Let me know if you'd like to hear more about it yourself. So we'll see how that goes. But these are engagement questions. They don't need to be like just if you guys are trying to figure it out. So here, I'll copy this. Post it in the messenger. But I literally messaged probably since I talked to you guys last Wednesday, I don't know, 100 people. And I've done like 14 calls. 4 people are interested in coaching. Somebody else wants to know more about it. I wish I could share my screen, dude, because you could see these conversations that go back and forth. This one girl, honestly, she literally messaged me back and she says, well, is it Herbalife? Because if not, if that is what it is, I'm already doing it. And I said, oh, no, actually it's not, but that's awesome. How's that working out for you? Right? And she says, it's starting out okay. So I said, well, I've been doing this 6.5 years. I'd love to share it with you. If you have an opportunity and want to hear more about it, I'd love to share it with you. She's like, okay, I'll keep you in mind. I'll follow back up with her in a couple of weeks. Another girl said, I'm in 3 health and wellness programs, 3, and she's also a mom of 2 kids or 4 kids. I can't remember which one this one is. 2 kids or 4 kids, and she works. And I said, oh, wow. I said, well, if it's more for financial, I didn't even listen to kind of what she said. She just said she was too busy. Stacy said that at the beginning too. But the thing was, I'm just picking on you for today. I haven't seen you in a while. But the point is, though, is she said she was too busy, right? Because she's got 3 health and wellness programs. She's a mom, single mom, whatever, and she works. But what I put in there is I said, hey, if you're doing those 3 businesses for financial reasons, I'd love to show you with this business how you can make it one track. You could actually live off of this business and create more time freedom for your family. And she's like, okay, thank you very much. I'll think about it. Right? I wish I want to show you guys all these messages. But anyways, the point is, though, is these are conversations to start. I've done this over the last 3 days, started these kinds of conversations with multiple people. I don't know these people, by the way. These are not even my friends yet. I shoot them a friend request after I've messaged them, because a couple of them had dawned on me. Sometimes they don't see the message. I've done that before, where you get a message and you can't see it because the person's not your friend, or you go to the little ghost messages. By the way, does everybody know about that? There's a section on your messenger that if you're not friends with somebody, they may have messaged you. You want to check that every now and then, because there people may have messaged you or reached out, but if they're not your friends, you won't see it or it won't notify. So that's important too, Mitch. I know you're trying to learn some more of this stuff too, as far as Facebook, but there's a second section in your messenger on there where you can look and see if somebody's messaged you and they're not your friend. So I do that every couple weeks, check in with that, make sure you're not losing out. There was like 30 messages when I first found out about it. There was like 30 people asking about program from like within the last 2 years. So just make sure you freshen up on that. Robert, you as well. I don't know if you know where that's at, but that's a good spot to be in. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So creating conversations. I mean, this is literally it. I've really engaged in people I don't know. I've shot the messages after I've sent them the message to make sure they get it. Who's this one? Sorry, I don't, but at the moment, sorry, I don't at the moment, but if I do, I'll send them your way. I said, thanks so much. Let me know if you'd like to hear more about this yourself. I literally copy and pasted that to like 5 people, because some people say, no, not currently. No, no, not off the top of my head. And I literally copy and paste these messages. Guys, you can do this in like 2 seconds. Like if you start getting the same kind of responses, don't spend time doing every, message differently. Just copy and paste them. Basically, they're oh, perfect. Thanks, Jennifer. Those hidden messages are in people. Cool. So to end the month strong, who wants to kind of talk about what they're doing to end the month strong? Anybody? Go ahead, Des.
So that message that you shared with us that you were just talking about, I've posted it every day. I mean, I know sometimes we might get in our head about, oh, should I post this again? Because everybody already saw it. Everybody didn't already see it. So I posted that same message. I just changed the background color and posted it every single day for the past 3 days. And even if it only gets 2 likes, those are people that are still engaged. And I still have had people ask me about the program just based off that same post over. So I've had old clients come back. I've had people that I've talked to 3 years ago ask about the program again and for me to re-explain it to them. So I've definitely been busy over the past couple of days just from that post. So that's one thing. And then just as a whole, and if anybody kind of wants to jump on this too, for my team call yesterday, I have my whole team back on their own personal journeys, because we all know that if we're not feeling good about ourselves and in, that fat burn state where we're bettering ourselves, it's really hard to be excited about this program. So just trying to generate some energy there within ourselves personally too. So something that I've noticed over the past couple of days is a lot of people asking about coaching, which usually I feel like it's not too often where you see people that are just, asking us directly about the coaching opportunity. But I almost think that it's, a change of energy, and maybe the time of the year too, because people are looking for extra income. So just remember to share your full trilogies when you are talking to people, and don't stop at your healthy body, because people are looking right now.
It's so true. We had the breakfast this morning, Wednesday breakfast. Thanks, Des. We had the Wednesday breakfast this morning, guys, and there was a coach, I'm not going to use her name, but she was down and out. She was not feeling like she was bringing on clients. She was not getting the energy behind her posts like she thought. And literally within the last 2 days, she started posting more. She had a different thought process about what to expect, what was going to become of it. And now she's scheduled multiple calls, and she actually brought on 2 clients in the last 2 days. So it's all mindset, guys. People right now are like, it's the 30th, it's 6:30 at night, or for Dawn, it's 9:30 at night. Kind of the day's over, no point. You got to remember, there's people that are up all different hours of the night, right? The thing is are we willing to message those people and see if they respond? Some people get off work late. Look at a Michelle Bamba. She didn't get off till 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. If I'm messaging this lady thinking, wow, it's too late. What if she's a bartender? What if she works late nights at a restaurant? What if she's, whatever she's doing, cleaning houses, cleaning offices after they're closed, whatever that looks like. So being able to be engaged over the next 24 hours is very easy to bring. I've seen somebody bring on 6 clients in one day. right? I've seen people bring on 2 coaches in one day. It's just a matter of what are we willing to do, who are we willing to look for, and really pick that energy up. The other thing too is after we do that for this month, there's no free sailing. We really need to start to dive in. Over this next 2 months is a crucial and pivotal time. As many people as you can put yourself in front of is going to project you out for January, February, March. Who's interested right now and versus who's interested in following up with you. I reached out to a couple clients. In fact, here's how funny this is about follow-up, and you learn something. I had a lady, Mindy Watson, and I actually messaged Mandy something else on accident because I was following up with all my clients. I said, hey, wanted to see how you did this week. Really excited to follow up with you and see how everything went. And I clicked on Mandy instead of Mindy. This lady was a client like 3-4 years ago. She kind of just skipped out and disappeared. Do you know, after I messaged her that, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning because I was checking in with my clients. She texted me 6 times after she got off work. Hey, I'm available now. Hey, I'm going to dinner. Hey, I can call you after. Hey, if you still have time to chat today. She was a client 3-4 years ago. So who do we know 6 months, a year ago, 2 years ago? Some of us are newer, so obviously it doesn't make sense. But some of us have been here. People that you may have talked to 6 months ago that weren't interested in the program. Who have we followed up with those people? Because now she literally wants to talk. And this is somebody I have just literally kind of walked away, never responded to my messages, kind of just disappeared, checked out. And now she's been messaging me the last few days. I've been busy. Honestly, I know she wants to talk. I'm not being rude about it, but I was like, yeah, when I have time to chat, let's chat. And she's working and my schedule's not working with hers. So after the first of the year, we'll talk because we start to learn you don't need people, right? But the thing is, though, is I followed up with her accidentally. So who are we not following up with that we can really start to talk to? Who have we talked to 6 months ago that were like, they'd never do it? I message people all the time. This other guy, he's been on the hook as far as deciding whether he wanted to do program or not. And now he's doing real estate, right? And he's like, well, I'm starting this real estate thing. I don't really have money. So I followed up with him the other day and he goes, yeah, I think I'm going to go full force with this real estate thing. I was like, dude, I see all these posts you're making with these houses, man. You must be killing it. He's like, not really. So am I going to just stop following up with this guy because he's wanting to go full force with real estate? No, I'm going to follow up with him again in 2 to 3 months. So it's literally a matter of creating that energy and expecting the positive outcomes. A lot of time, and I've told this to Beverly too, and Beverly, want to share this, is we don't want to get stuck on those 5-6 people. We don't want to get stuck on those 10-20 people. We want to talk to more people. If you feel like you're really not getting to the goals you want to get to, if you're not signing up as many clients as you can, message more people. Literally between last week and this week, I've generated 20 extra phone calls that weren't scheduled, weren't planned from 2-3 months ago that just came out of all these messages. And it's as blunt as it gets. And in my head, I could be like, oh, well, I'm messaging about health, but then I'm talking about a business. They're going to think it's that thing. Nobody said they think it's that thing. Literally. They said, hey, can't really think of anybody right now. Not off the top of my head. They didn't say, oh, you're a direct selling MLM guy, weird pyramid scheme dude, right? They didn't say any of that stuff. It's all in the vibe of what we're putting out. Hey, do you know anybody that's looking for better health or an amazing business opportunity? As simple as it gets. And I blasted that out there. And we're going to start to see who responds. And you may get those people that are going to say the funny Joe stuff. Jenny's friend, I've been messaging for months. I lost her number. I followed up with her on Instagram. She's interested in the business. She's still going back to, oh yeah, is it one of those pyramid things? I talked to her 5 years ago. And I said, hey, these are all great questions, but let's get on the phone. Let's talk about it. Right? Let's see what her concepts are. To be honest with her, she's in a pyramid herself. She's got a job. She's an employee. Somebody owns the business. There's a building around her. There's somebody in the mailroom, right? That everything's a pyramid. So it's all on how they want to project it out and think about it. So that's all I can say really honestly is this was going to be a short call tonight. I want everybody to get into action. But these are things you can do. Go post. Like Desiree said, you can have concepts about posting the same thing 3 times in a row, or you can just go post 3 things in a row. Not everybody sees it. Not everybody's going to think the way they're going to think. They're going to say what they're going to say. It doesn't matter, right? You guys can go message a bunch of people, because this gives you opportunity to break the ice with people and find people that are interested in a business. If they're interested in the client side or they're interested in the business side, that question right there, the one I put in the messenger or the chat group on here, guys. Hey friend, wanted to see if you know anyone looking for better health and or an amazing business opportunity. Literally go message. Here, I'm sending it right now. There you go, bud. I just texted it to you. Same thing. So the point is, though, is go blast that out to 20 people, right? There's a girl and a guy. Now, a couple years ago, 4.5 years ago, I went to their house. I'm going to be honest with you. They're like a Ken and Barbie. Like, they're two of the prettiest people I've ever seen in my life. They have a big following. They're both nurses, right? He's a nurse. She's a nurse. He kind of tried program. It was Medifast back in the day. Wasn't too excited about the sweeteners. Was eating healthy already. I wasn't 100% business mindset, so I kind of let them float away. But guess what? I'm established. I understand what I'm doing now. I'm going to go back to these two, right? They work very hard. They have a baby. I think they have a second baby now. But the point is, though, is I'm going to reach back out to them and say, hey, I'd love to take this to the next level. We've revamped our systems. We've come up with new nutrients in our foods. We have a new comprehensive system as far as the books. And I know you guys are into health yourselves. Let's talk about this and see if we can take this to the next level. Would you be interested? And come back. You can always go back to people. Always. It's literally, like I said, Bequeen, I'm sure Stacy's been talking to her too, probably randomly. But the point is, though, is I've been talking to this chick for 5 years. She's got all kinds of crap in her head. She does another MLM business, so I know she's not opposed to it. She does like Arbonne or something, Stace. I'm not exactly sure, but the point is, though, is she's open-minded to it. Her biggest concept is, one, is she thinks she's heavy, which I don't think she's heavy from the pictures I've seen. And whatever she can do program, that's fine. But two is she thinks I've talked to everybody in Glendora, California, and there's nobody else in the world besides Glendora, California. You guys are kind of cool, Stace, but you're not that cool. There's other cities out there. I'm just being honest, right? We got Texas in the house. We got, who else do we got? We got South Carolina.
I'm not being blown away by the wind.
This is true, but I have free parasailing classes if you want to learn. I got skates in the backyard and a sheet. We can go. But anyways, I think the good thing about it is we all want to make sure that we're focused on what's important. And if we have goals, you can generate energy. You literally can generate energy. It's just a matter of how we look at it. You're going to get those people that are going to say things that are going to stunt your business. You're going to get people that are going to say things that are going to make you second guess yourself. But do you know this business? Everybody on here has done program, right? Everybody on here has at least lost 5 pounds. So let's times that times 150 days or 180 days, and let's go help somebody lose 50 pounds. Pretty confident you can do that. Just multiplication. Based on your goals, how many clients you want to bring on, it's multiplication. Talk to more people. Get out in public. If your niche, like Robert, I see your posts on Facebook, you're a community guy. You're a go out into the public and do that. If that is your niche, don't sit on Facebook and try to surf it. Go get into that niche. That was my biggest thing at the beginning, is I was in people's faces. I couldn't use Facebook to save my life. So I was in people's faces. I tell that all the time. I was going to kids' birthday parties. If I didn't have a kid, I was still going. Hey, we're friends. I'm hanging out. Let's talk. I'm going to eat a bar, watch you eat pizza. But let's talk about program. Hey, this would be a great business opportunity for you. David Harrison was on here. Is that him? Yeah, he's on here. I talked to him about this. Dude, he was a single dad at the time. He got hurt in a bad accident, blew out his femur or whatever it was. But the point is, though, is physically, it wasn't a place for him to be able to do construction or PI work or do certain things. Whatever that was, it didn't matter at the time or now, but at the time it did, because it was something that he could create money for himself, for his son, and move forward with things. And now look at where they're at, right? It's all in our spots of where we want to be. Utilize the environments. Luann and Ron, they go up to Lido Creek all the time. Do you know how many people up there you could talk to? They're probably from all different areas of life and walking and sharing and how we're doing. Not saying you aren't, Luann. I don't honestly know what you guys are doing up there, but have an amazing time. I know that. But the thing is, though, is if you're up there and you're in these campgrounds and you're there on a Tuesday, talk to them about being a health coach. This guy, I needed to buy a spare rim for my trailer that I got. I got a new trailer for the Can-Am. They don't give you a spare tire, so I bought a rim for $20. I'm gonna go get a brand new tire. But the point is, the guy said, "Hey, I'll be home tomorrow at this time." I said, "Great. I'm a health coach, so I work from home, and I can go over there whenever you're available." This other guy wanted to buy my CRX. I'm a health coach, so when you can get over there during the middle of the day, I'm available, right? And guess what? Both those dudes know what I do, and we talked about it there. Now I could totally be like, "Oh, I don't want to. This guy's buying my car. I don't want to say that because then he's gonna get he might not show up, blah, 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 whatever that is, right?" These are all thoughts in our head. They literally are. Don't take pictures. Don't post that. Ask for permission. Nobody died. We're good, right? That's the thing, is you have to just push forward. Things are going to happen. Things are going to progress. Things are going to change. Me and Dave had an awesome call or talk the other day about friends. Next level of friends. Where we're at for the next level of friends. Are we with who we used to hang out with? Nope. Are we with who we love to hang out with? Nope. Do we go back and hang out with them every now and then? Sure. But the mindsets are so different now if we want to go to our goals, right? So be in those environments, be in those mindsets. Listen to some Jim Rohn, Les Brown, TD Jakes, Will Smith, even who's the other guy? I can't think of it. You don't even need to get into crazy podcasts. 10-minute videos, inspirational talks on YouTube. You can get 5 to 10 to 40-minute videos. I put a $2,000 stereo in my little commuter car. I don't even use it. I'm busy listening to my YouTube videos in the mornings in between calls. Just because I'm at a certain level or Desiree's at a certain level or Mitch is at a certain level, you're never going to not need inspiration. You're never going to not be in a mood. You're never going to not have a split second or a 2-year emotional breakdown because somebody said something sideways to you. As we get better in this business, it reacts faster. But the point is, though, is you need to be able to respond to things and do things. The only way you can do that is stay in positive thoughts. And it's not going to just be driving down the road with the radio off or zoned out in a room in your pajamas staring at Netflix. That emotion is not going to go away as fast until you get things that are positive in your head. That's why we talk about so many events and community, creating community in your areas. Those are things that everybody needs, right? We want to be able to create that because it's very easy. We get off this call right now and it's like, man, that was kind of cool, or Justin's crazy. He's on fat burn, whatever. But I feel good and I want to go talk to 5 people. And then 5 people later, all of a sudden, we're not feeling good because 3 of them said, "You're crazy. I don't eat spaceship food," or, "That's just not for me because you're into this weird pyramid diamond upside down. You're going to scam me thing." Whatever they say, doesn't matter. But the point is, though, is if you keep pushing forward, you're going to find those people that need this. You're going to find the Mitch Prynes. You're going to find the Don Schumans. You're going to find the Desiree DeBays. You're going to find the Luann Lopez's, Ron Lopez. You're going to find the David Harrisons, Jennifer Shoemakes. You guys are out there. Stacy Tarzias. You guys are out there. Ellen, I don't want to leave you alone. Beverly, we'll just name everybody on here. Who's on the iPhone? Somebody's creeping on the iPhone. I don't know who that is. Anyways, but the point is, though, is all of you guys on here are rock stars. Oh, I scared them off. They left. Sorry. iPhone creeper. But the point is, though, is you guys are all in here for a reason, right? You guys are all rock stars. You guys all want more. What besides that is you're going to go find more of those people. Dave made a great comment. You know what Dave said the other day was kind of awesome? He said, we talk about a deck of cards, right? There's 52 cards in a deck, or let's just say 54 because it'll make a point of what he's saying. We want to go out and find in those 54 people, which means 54 coaches you've signed up, are going to be your aces, your integrated presidentials, your global directors, right? But in a deck of cards, there's going to be jokers too. That's a great point. There's going to be jokers, knuckleheads, whoever they are. There's going to be those people in life too, people that are potentials. So these are things that you guys got to be aware of, but don't let it bug you, right? Don't let it bug you. You got to keep pushing forward. The longer we take a point of pausing this, when this can build energy behind it, who is it? Jim Rome says it well. In 10 years, we're all going to arrive. Can you agree on that? Wink at me if you can agree on that. Put a 1.5 in the chat group. Dan Valentine, Doug Wood. But the point is, though, is we can all arrive in 10 years. How do you want to arrive? Do you want to be exactly where you're at right now with the same income, the same time freedom, the same visions of wanting to do stuff, but they're not there? Or in 10 years, do you want to say, man, my first 2 years sucked. I had no family time. I had no time freedom. I couldn't breathe for anything. But now I have people that clean my house. I have people that do my errands for me. I'm able to spend time with my grandkids or my family. I'm able to take them on vacations I never wanted to. One of the biggest motivators for me is when Kim Fisk, she was like, yeah, all my kids are going off to college in the next 2 months. So we're going to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks. I'm going to pay for it cash, 25 grand. Right? It's not the dollar amount. It's not the woohoo, look at her, but it's the option she had to say, I'm going to take all my babies that are going to college now, leaving the house for a year, and I want to go do this with them, and I don't even have to blink about it. Right? So how are we going to show up in 10 years? You shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. Moon's pretty far too. I'll take the moon any day of the week. You're doing pretty well. Right? So, like I said, this is going to be a short call, even though I rambled for another 13 minutes. Hopefully this is something that's motivating for you guys. Like I said, utilize your motivation, YouTube free stuff. Why do you think August Madness was so amazing? Why do you think March Madness is so amazing? Why do you think last year October Madness was so amazing? November Madness, April Madness, Good to Great, all these madnesses we did is because there was a 6 a.m. structure with some motivation. So why don't we make our own structure at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. if you're not an early bird, whatever. 7 a.m. you get up and you spend an extra 10, 15 minutes on a YouTube motivational post. And then you write out your goals for the day. What am I going to get into action doing? What do I want to, how do I want to end this month? Right? That's what we want to look at. So did anybody get a picture by chance? I'll get a picture. So we have 24 hours left in the month. If you guys need help, let me know if you want help, dude. I'm down to help. We can party and do this. Smile. I'm really starting to like my wall. By the way, my cousin finally fixed my plugs, and I need to get a plant over here. Jenny said that looks dumb, so I still can't win no matter what. But anyways, let's hit the end of the month. We have 24 hours, right? So if your goal is 2 clients in the next 24 hours, why don't you shoot for 4? Because if you land at 3, that's still 1 above your 2. See how that works? That's what I would suggest doing. It's very simple to do, and it's very simple not to do. All right? Talk to you guys soon. Have a good day or evening.